I wanted to thank you for all of your donations. I wanted to take the time to make the video not just to thank you, but to also explain where I am financially, currently financially, because everything is changing. So even though my bank account looks like this right now, that will all eventually change in the coming future. It wasn't always like that. So don't make fun of me. And for those of you who don't know who I am on a journey going from nothing to everything I want. And what I want is simple. And at this point in my journey, I'm probably the only YouTuber out there right now who is documenting their journey and their YouTube journey, documenting what it's like to live out of a tent and growing a channel without the 9-to-5. This is my art. This is my protest. I want to take you through a few things through this video. I want to, one, thank you for your donations, which thank you. And two, I want to show you where I am financially, like physically, like visually show you, for you to get an idea. I want to talk with you about what I did with that money that you donated just recently. It hasn't been too long. I think it's only been 2 weeks since I had posted that video about the donation thing. So let's get in it. For one, thank you. Thank all of you. Even though it was, I think, only like 3 or 4 people who donated. But you have no idea how much that helped. Starting with the GoFundMe account, I had seen a few names on there. Mr. John Wiley and Pete Gomez, thank you. I wanted to personally thank you. And the anonymous user also donated, which unmask thee so I can thank you. I wanted to thank all 3 of you for your donations on that platform. You guys are the only ones right now who donated, and I can't thank you enough. I can't be more grateful, you know. And on my CashApp, I had got one for Momento Vivir by the name of Your Banks, which actually I thought was a really cool name. So thank you for Momento Vivir. Thank you. And thank you for that $2. I am viviring. And I mean it. All of those donations came strictly from YouTube. Now I want to share what I did with the money, even though it's really not too much. But with the money that you helped with, I was able to purchase, with some of that money, I was able to buy a bike. I was able to get a sleeping bag and a 1-person travel tent, a lightweight tent. That's what I did with it. Believe it or not, and I'll tell you, this is when I say that a dollar goes a long way. I mean it. Especially when you're living out of a tent and you have little to no money, every cent counts. For those $2 that your banks, that EU business had donated, that had given me, that had sent me on Cash App, I was able to buy a few gallons of water. I mean, if you have your own like jug, you know what I mean? Whatever, that you can take it to that water dispenser, and it's only like 50 cents. At least it is here where I'm at. So 50 cents gallon of water. My dog drinks about a gallon of water on her own. You know, my dog drinks a lot of water, you know, and so do I. And it's summer, and so it just began summer, so happy summer solstice. Water is life. Water is a gift, you know. So that $2 gave me a few gallons of water for like at least 2 or 3 days. That $2 alone. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I can't help but thank you, you know? And I got an extra sleeping bag, which I was, with the blankets that I had, I was kind of getting cold in the morning, at night, you know what I mean? Like, kind of coming up to dawn. So that extra blanket, you know what I mean, just on top, just kind of like sealed the deal, and it's like perfect now, you know? It's perfect. I sleep amazing. Oh, and the bicycle, my old one ended up, I don't know, the tire got busted. I don't know how. I just woke up one day to leave and went to the bike, and then I seen that. So I think I was just walking around for like 2 days, and then, you know, I think the payment came in for the GoFundMe funds, and I was able to purchase a bike. So, and now I'm able to get around. Crazy how much a little bit of money can do, you know, especially when you're living out of a tent. I mean, living this life, you just feel grateful for every and any little thing, whether it's money or whether it's a gift from someone or some sort of resource, you know. Even if you're traveling around and, you know, like napkins and paper towels, you become resourceful living this way. You know what I mean? This type of lifestyle really teaches you how to be grateful, thankful, resourceful for life, you know? I just want to thank you. So thank you, you know? Now that's what I did with it. And just to show you proof, here is my bank statement, my current Cash App. All of these are current. You just look at the screenshot. You can tell by the dates, you know what I mean? So I'm not making this up. I know a lot of you are like, oh yeah, you're not really homeless, you know what I mean? I think it's maybe the way that I come off. Like maybe it's like in the past I've noticed my videos, like, I mean, you know, it's the beginning of my journey. It's the beginning of me being on camera, you know what I mean? It's awkward, you know what I mean? It's weird. You know, kind of getting used to the camera, getting used to my own being and the way that I speak, you know what I mean? Like it took me some time to warm up to be able to communicate even these thoughts, you know? So, so maybe that's why they didn't believe, I don't know. My Venmo and Zelle is attached to the bank account, and as you can see, there's nothing in my bank. There's proof. That's where I am financially at the moment. You know what I mean? With those little cents or that dollar that I have in my bank account, I mean, that's good for some water. I mean, or getting my clothes washed. Like those few cents, those little bit, those quarters, you know what I mean? Like, bam, laundry, water, a little bit of food, dog food, a bus ticket. I think that's just expressing my gratitude for it. So thank you. So I thanked you. So I thanked you. So I thanked you. I stated my bank account information so that way you guys know that I'm not lying. And, you know, and just to some of you who thought that. I told you what I did with some of the money. But this is just where I am currently at the moment, you know? It's not where I'm going to be at forever. You know what I mean? Everything is changing, you know? So that's it. It's getting hot out here. It won't be long until my phone just shuts off from being overheated. So I'm going to have to say goodbye. So thank you again so much for your donations and your support. You know, even if you haven't donated, the fact that you comment, watch even, just watching alone, you know, not doing anything, just watching, helps me in Cin, you know? So just thank you. That's it. I'll see you later. For the memento vivir,